Hey there, welcome in. Let's go ahead and get a message for the upcoming week, which is February 2nd through February 8th, 2025. So I think what I'll do is pull an oracle card looking at the overall energy of the week and or theme message, whatever spirit wants to bring through. And then we'll pull a card for I wanted to look at the blind spots this week where we might not be seeing clearly or where we might be missing something. Um, and then I'll do a card, just additional advice and guidance, and then we'll clarify with a tarot card. And I'm pulling the oracle cards from Energy and Spirit Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, and we're going to be using the good old Rider-Waite tarot deck. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. I'm Heather with Heather's Healing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and or liking this video if you like it. Whoa, look at that. We're just throwing cards all over the place. Okay, so let's do overall energy, potential blind spots, additional advice and guidance. And then we'll clarify with a tarot card. So overall energy, interesting, letting go of urgency, surrender, freedom from time constraints. Let's see what else we need to know about that. It's kind of funny. Whenever I get the message of surrender by Spirit, I always, I'm not saying that this is going to be the case, but I'm like, yeah, it's going to be one of those kind of weeks. Is that what you're trying to tell me? It's going to be one of those kind of weeks where no matter how well you've planned it, nothing goes as planned. But I like the freedom from time constraints, allowing yourself space, not overbooking, not scheduling every last minute, giving yourself a lot of time this week to move slowly, to do, I don't know, just to take your time. Sometimes it's nice to take your time. What else do we need to know about this message of letting go of urgency, surrender, and freedom from time constraints? Yeah, I'm just hearing take it easy. I'm wondering if there's a lot of us that are what's the word I want to use? Maybe still recovering from the holidays, maybe you're recovering from an illness, and you're just needing to move more cautiously is what I want to say, not necessarily even slowly, but move more cautiously. And we have the seven of swords in reverse, and this is all about being disorganized, needing to use discernment. It's kind of a chaotic energy. That's what I'm feeling here, and maybe that's the whole message of, letting go of urgency and just taking things as they come. I feel like that's the best way of moving forward. There could be the Seven of Swords in reverse can also talk about paranoia or, yeah, it's just a little bit, there's some chaotic energies coming in here. So, blind spots. Interesting. Because we were talking about a little bit of paranoia. The blind spots this week, we have phase, entanglement, emotional influence. This card talks about allowing others to sway you. I think this week would be a good week to be very careful about what you are watching, whether that's the news, videos, whatever, movies. It feels like because the energy is a little bit chaotic, it could be really easy to let our emotions get out of control. Maybe we're more easily influenced this week. So be mindful of that. So if you're feeling some anxiety, if you're feeling really stressed out this week, do yourself a favor and don't watch fearful things, movies, videos. Maybe don't watch the news. Give yourself a break. I wonder what the book says about phase entanglement. It just feels like a lot of trickster type energy out there. Yeah, it's talking about emotions being transferred to you through your daily life, which that happens all the time. Um, yeah, it doesn't really say anything that we don't already know. Yeah, so having good boundaries, not buying into everything you're hearing. Be mindful of who you hang around with. If you have really depressing or down people in your life, maybe pulling back a little bit from them might be helpful if you can. Just be easy on yourself. What else do we need to know about our blind spots? And because this is a blind spot, it might not be, that obvious what's going on. So just pay attention to how you feel this week. What else do we need to know about phase entanglement? Emotional influence. I'm just hearing there's a lot of people stirring the pot this week. I mean, some people really enjoy chaos. They're here for it. They love chaos. They love causing paranoia in people. They love that. I mean, unfortunately, there are people out there that they really thrive on that. So just be mindful of that. We've got the Two of Wands here. And again, it talks a lot of the same thing as the Seven of Swords. The Two of Wands in reverse is lack of planning. We got the message this week of not over planning, giving yourself some space to breathe, giving yourself some space to move cautiously. But also it's good to have a plan, because not having a plan can cause a lot of chaos. But the Two of Wands in reverse, it's fear, it's being impatient. It can be stress caused from not having a plan. So yeah, fear. So that's the message that I'm really getting with this here. The blind spot is people purposely stirring the pot to instill fear in others. And I mean, we see that all the time, especially with the news and especially with social media. So just be mindful of that. It feels like we just might be more emotionally sensitive this week. So give yourself a break and not engage with this kind of crap. That's a bummer. But it's good to know. That's why we get readings. What else do we need to know about this week? We got shamanic healer. I like this. Cleansing and attunement. Yeah, I really like this. And it's good to remember that, we can't control other people, obviously. Well, I mean, I guess some people you kind of can, but we're not here to do that. We're here to learn, experience, grow, and expand, but we can be in control of the energies that we surround ourselves in. We do have control over what we consume. We do have control over regulating ourselves. And with this card here, the shamanic healer, to me, this is really talking about regulating yourself, regulating your responses, your emotions, taking a break, ways that you can, regulate your system. Taking a break, moving slowly, going for a walk, listening to music that you really enjoy, surrounding yourself with colors, scents, sounds that are really uplifting. It might be a good week this week to actually schedule in time to do something fun that really uplifts you. Maybe it's a movie that you really enjoy, but schedule that in. Allow time to give yourself an energetic boost, an energetic boost. And for some, maybe it would be a great week to see a healer, an energy worker, connecting with friends, spending time with people that you love being around. I mean, that's energetic cleansing and attunement and upliftment. Meditation. Again, you guys know all these things. What else do we need to know about healing, cleansing, and attunement this week? Let's get a clarifier on that. What else do we need to know? Yes, deep breathing. Your breath can calm your nervous system down. Deep breathing, slow breathing, deep inhales, slow exhales. That can really help with regulation too and calming your nervous system. You know, I made a video for Inbulk, and the color that came through was pale blue, and just a few minutes of staring at that color, it kind of, I mean, I know that this helps, but it kind of shocked me how peaceful and almost instantly I felt my nervous system relax. So color is huge. Working with colors that really help slow you down, bring you present, you know, all of those things can be really helpful. Wow, look at this. We've got the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands in reverse. All of the cards we've gotten this today for this upcoming week have been in reverse. Again, this is a card that talks about surrender. Upright, it's about boundary setting, being self-reliant. I feel like that's good advice too. But in reverse, it talks about surrender, really. There could be delays. I do feel like part of the problem with plans this week is that things are delayed. They're not working out. Things don't go as planned, basically, this week. So knowing that that's a possibility, be patient. Surrender. That's why I always say, whenever I hear surrender or see surrender, I'm like, oh, it's going to be one of those weeks, right? Where the best thing, the healthiest thing you can do is surrender to the energies and flow with it rather than move against it. But yeah, and this can also talk about adversity. It can be the energy of giving up, which if it is a heavy week, I mean, you might feel like giving up. And if you are in a place of feeling like giving up, you're just at your wit's end, this is where you regulate your system. What can you do? Again, it's all those things that we just talked about. What are the things that lift you up? What are the things that give you an energetic burst? You know, those are an energetic boost. Those are the things that will be helpful this week. I'm just trying to fill into what would be a good crystal that would help us. Well, I'm hearing Moldavite, but for me, I love Moldavite when things are chaotic. That is a stone that does calm me down. However, that doesn't work for everybody. Some people, that will make the chaotic energy more intense. So Moldavite, I think obsidian would be great this week. That feels like a really soft energy. Obsidian is really nice. Shungite would be another one to use this week. They're both really good at filtering low frequency energy. They're good at absorbing chaotic energy. And what's interesting is it's not just like people. Part of what is feeding into this chaotic energy this week is electromagnetic energy. So the energy that comes off of your phones, TVs, even power lines, like all of that type of energy that is constantly in our field, that's part of maybe we're just extra sensitive this week to that type of energy. So shungite would be really great for that. Working with the color orange is really nice. It's a more fiery energy, but what I love about orange is it helps to absorb trauma. So orange could be a really good color to work with this week. And again, that pale blue. That's a really beautiful color to help bring in peaceful energies. Larimar would be another crystal that would be great. If you have Larimar, I would work with that this week as well. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. Blessings upon your week. If you'd like to share how this week is going for you, I'd love to hear from you guys. So, comment below, and we'll talk to you soon.